Every state has its own rules for recounts, when they happen, who can ask for them, and who foots the bill. So we are going to focus on battleground states where the president is losing by a slim margin. And our sources are the National Conference of State Legislatures and Ballotpedia, a nonprofit, nonpartisan resource on American elections. Some states conduct an automatic recount if the vote difference between the two candidates is really close. Arizona does that when the difference is within 0.1%, and Pennsylvania launches an automatic recount if the margin is within 0.5%. But the latest vote count shows the president trails in both states by more than the margin that automatically triggers a recount. So, in Arizona, a court would have to order a recount. In Pennsylvania, it can be requested by either voters or by election officials if they determine there are actually irregularities. Other states don't offer an automatic recount at all. Georgia doesn't do it, Wisconsin doesn't do it, but candidates can request a recount in those states if the election is very close. In Georgia, President Trump can request a recount if the vote difference is within 0.5%. Right now, it's actually at 0.2%. And the Georgia Secretary of State has already said a recount will take place there. In Wisconsin, the difference must be within 1%, which it is. But here's the catch. If there's an automatic recount, or if the vote difference is extremely close, then usually a state and its taxpayers will pay the bill. However, if there is no automatic recount, or if the margin is relatively larger, like in Wisconsin, then the cost of a recount goes to the candidate who requested it. The Attorney General of Wisconsin explained to MSNBC why a Wisconsin recount would be billed to the president.
In Wisconsin, if you are within 0.25%, the state will pay for a recount. If you're within 1 percentage point, which he is, then he can pay for his own recount.
The New York Times estimates the cost of a Wisconsin recount would be about $3 million. The president has asked his supporters for donations to pay for recounts, but be aware, the fine print says half of each donation to the president's election defense fund would be used not for recounts, but instead to pay down the president's campaign debt. And finally, it's important to point out that recounts hardly ever change the outcome of an election. The nonpartisan group Fair Vote analyzed nearly 5,800 statewide elections over the past 20 years. During that time, there were 31 recounts. Only 3 of them actually changed the outcome of the election. Have something you'd like us to verify? Send us an email at verify@wthr.com.